Welcome back to class. Today we are going to learn about factors influencing choice of personal belongings. Factors influencing choice of personal belongings. In our last class, you were taught the meaning of personal belongings and also the list of personal belongings. Remember, I talked about personal belongings and I said personal belongings are things owned by individuals, and these things are not to be shared with anyone because they are your personal property. And I made mention of the different examples of personal belongings like your toothbrush, your underwear, your water bottle, food flasks, and others. So today we are going to talk about factors influencing choice of personal belongings. What are the things you need to consider? What are the things we need to consider before getting our personal belongings? The following factors need to be considered before we get our personal belongings, and these factors they help in the choice of our personal belongings. These factors help in the choice of our personal belongings. Now, what are the factors? The factors include money. The first is money. Now, how can money influence the choice of our personal belongings? How can money influence the choice of our personal belongings? The amount of money a person have will determine the quality and type of personal belongings to be bought by the individual. Now, the amount of money you have will determine the choice and the quality of personal belongings that you will get. And the next factor that influences the choice of our personal belongings is sex. Now, sex, which means either male or female, this also determines the type of our personal belongings. The sex of a person, are you a boy or a girl? Or are you a male or a female? So the sex of a person will determine the type of personal belongings that a person will get. Now, we have personal belongings for a boy, which include shirts, trousers, singlet, ties, suit, shorts, and others. And also we have personal belongings for a girl, which include blouses, skirts, dresses, pants, wrappers, gowns, and others. Now, your sex will determine the personal belongings that you get as a person. The other factor we need to consider before choosing our personal belongings is age. How old a person is can tell the size and type of personal belongings one can buy. Your age will determine the size and the type of personal belongings that you will get. If you are 8 years old, there's no way you go to the market and get a personal belongings that belong to a person of 20 years old, because it won't suit you, it won't fit you. So your age, how old a person is, can tell the size and the type of personal belongings that a person will buy. Another factor is choice. This has to do with likes and dislikes. We like different colors and different sizes. So your like or your choice will determine the personal belongings that you will get for yourself. Your like or your choice of color, what you like will influence the personal belongings or will determine the personal belongings that you will buy. The last factor influencing choice of personal belongings that I'm going to talk about today is weather. Weather influences the choice of our personal belongings. How the weather is will determine the personal belongings that we will wear. If the weather is hot, there is no way you will put on thick clothes. How the weather is it influences our choice of personal belongings. It influences the type of personal belongings that we will put on. If the weather is hot, what will happen? What will you wear? You put on thick clothes. But when the weather is hot, you put on clothes that are light. So weather also is another factor that influences choice of personal belongings. I hope you had fun learning today. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Goodbye.